welcome back to Erica Lynn Does It All. Today I want to bring you this very simple but delicious recipe for peppered beef or peppered steak, whichever you choose to call it. So here are all the ingredients that you're going to need. I also listed the ingredients so you can take your time and write them down if you need to. The first step is going to be to rinse off your meat. Next, you're going to cut your meat into thin slices. Okay, so I know some of you may be wondering why I chose to use the beef roast instead of steak for this recipe. I actually put in an online order for flank steak, but unfortunately the store that I ordered from, they were low on steak, so this is what they brought me. So I just decided to utilize what they brought and go ahead with the recipe. So now that we have all our meat sliced up, we're going to place it into a bowl. And now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch into our meat. So now you want to go ahead and add in 2 tablespoons of garlic. So now you want to go in with your peppermint and put it into your bowl as well. If you don't have the pepper that comes in the grinder, you can just use regular ground black pepper. That's perfectly fine. And please excuse my arm all in the way. I was over here struggling with this pepper because I could not get it out of the grinder. So for our next step, we're going to go in and we're going to add half of a cup of soy sauce. Next, you want to add 1/3 cup of honey. So now you want to go in and you want to just mix this up very well. So now you want to go in and you want to add a generous amount of garlic powder. Okay, so next you want to go in and you want to add in your onion powder. So now I'm going to go in and add some of this Oakwood smoked pepper. Now you're going to stir this up one more good time and make sure all those seasonings are well incorporated into your meat. Okay, so since I was handling red meat, I'm just going to take a moment and disinfect my surface just to get up any germs and bacteria that may be left behind. So now we're going to go in and we're going to start chopping our bell peppers. Now when you're slicing your bell peppers, you do not have to dice them up. You can leave them in medium-sized wedges or you can cut them into strips. Now once you get all your vegetables cut up, you can add them into one bowl. So now my meat has been marinating for about 20 minutes. I'm going to add some olive oil into a cast iron skillet, and I'm going to turn that on medium high and get that warming up so we can cook our meat. Okay, so now that our pan has heated up, what we're gonna do is start to add our meat into the pan. Now what we're doing is we're just trying to sear our meat for about 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side. We do not wanna cook our meat completely through because we're gonna take it out, place it in a bowl or on a plate, and then we'll add it back to our vegetables eventually for it to continue the cooking process. So now I have allowed the meat to brown on each side for about 2 minutes, and I'm going to take it out of the pan and place it onto a plate and set it to the side. So now that our meat is all done, we're going to set it to the side and we're going to move on to the next step. So now you want to get a large pan or a wok if you have one available, and you want to add some olive oil, maybe about 2 or 3 tablespoons. I'm not sure how much this is, honestly, I don't measure, but you want to just allow that to heat up. Okay, so now that my wok has heated up, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start to add my bell peppers as well as my onions into the wok. Now you want to go in and cook your vegetables on medium heat. You also want to stir them occasionally and just allow them to start softening up. So while I'm waiting on my vegetables, I'm going to prepare some instant rice. So I'm going to just put 3 cups of water into a pan and let it come to a full boil. And then I'm going to add 3 cups of instant rice, let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to take it off of the heat and set it to the side. So now that my vegetables are done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit more garlic powder and onion powder. Now you can add your meat back into your wok or your pan with your vegetables. Okay, so now for the final step, I'm going to take half of a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm going to mix that together thoroughly. And then I'm going to add that into my pot with my meat and my vegetables a little bit at a time. So what this step is going to do is going to allow the juices from the meat as well as from the vegetables to thicken up. Okay everyone, our pepper beef is all done. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please smash that like button. Please subscribe on your way out, as well as hitting that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload another video.